State Police, 911, what's the location of the emergency?
I think we have shooting down at the Sandy Hook Elementary School.
Even if I didn't have a calendar, my body would know it's December. And I know I'm not alone in that. I've got an entire town and many towns in Connecticut. I would say this entire state grieves alongside us. Let's have policy segments in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. But if someone wants to talk to me in December, I want to talk about my daughter. I want to talk about the injustice. I want to talk about what it's really like to send your child to school and not get them back. When you have lost a child, a beloved, prayed-for child, to gun violence, I will only say for us, it doesn't get better.
1, 2, 3, ready, and go.
It just came up on my Facebook news feed that it was this morning, 5 years ago, that she said to me, don't let them suck your fun circuits dry, Mom. And I was like, Anna, what is that? Because I had been complaining about something work-related, and that was the kind of kid she was. To this day, there's no reference for that. That was just her at 6 years old trying to encourage me in the morning before work. The natural inclination of many people is to somehow find redemption in it, right? So they'll say things like, well, at least they're in a better place, or at least they're now angels, or at least don't at least my story. There is no redeeming factor in, I had a 6-year-old, I put her on a bus and she didn't come home. Redeeming that story is helpful to you. It's not helpful to me. There are many sounds I won't ever forget. And one of the sounds I won't forget after Newtown is the sound of camera clicks. I left the firehouse to a chorus of camera clicks. And that just felt so violating to me. We were kind of lumped all in one group, and we're not all one big group in Newtown or in any tragedy. There are individual voices of families trying their best to make sense of what happened and to memorialize their lost loved ones. And I feel like that gets lost. You know, we are the odd man out in Newtown. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we are, right? We are the only, Anna's dad is Black. I'm from Puerto Rico. So we lost a child of color in a mass shooting in a community where we aren't typical. So we wanted so desperately to address both how she died and how she lived. And the reality that if this had happened to Anna in any other place in America, I don't think she would have gotten the same empathy and sympathy that she actually did. That was kind of the beginning, thinking, origin, nexus of the Anna Grace Project. Promoting love, community, and connection for every child and family. I would say that is our hope, that every student in every classroom in every school across America would feel enough support to live out their purpose in life and to finish the race. So we have drawn some serious boundaries around our son, who's doing amazing, by the way. He's 13. He is an incredible athlete. He's a good kid. He's a good friend, and he has good friends. He has very strong opinions, though. And I said, Isaiah, if you could say one thing, what would you say? And boy, did he ever tell me. To anyone who wants to know what it's like 5 years afterward from a 13-year-old's perspective, if a child doesn't talk about what happened and seems like they're fine, know that they're not. We're always thinking about what happened. When you do talk to them, respect the child's boundaries, both physically and emotionally. When they ask to be alone, just leave them alone. Finally, to legislators, you need to do something about this. I wish I could fire everyone who hasn't done anything about gun violence. I shouldn't have to grow up without a sister. No one deserves this. Grief is a basket of emotions, right? And there's anger in there, and there's, sadness in there, and there is joy in there, and there is love in there, and there's hate in there. We love this story in our culture of the tragedy and then the triumph. And that's not quite how it works. For our family, we know that the triumph will come at the reunion in heaven when we get to see Anna again. Right now where we are, that's called the middle, right? And in this middle story, that's where the grief sits.